So I've always wanted to check this out. This is these are cables, the cables that can go under the ocean. And oh shit, I'm yawning today because this is such a boring subject. But anyway, the cables cross along the ocean and they connect us with the fibers and the internets and whatever. So this is the UN globe map. The UN, for some reason, decided to make this their symbol instead of a globe. Because in this perspective, you can see it, all the countries. Yet that makes you think the world is flat because the UN's, promoting that. So that's where all this flat Earth stuff comes from. Well, let's look at this real quick. But what they're saying is like flat Earth argument is there's more beyond the Arctic circle. There's a ice wall like in Game of Thrones. Like that's what you're saying. And what is all this? Maybe that's symbolized that too. I don't know. But they're saying there's more continents beyond the ice walls, and if you really saw the flat Earth map, it'd be like bam, 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 and there's all these other places to go. But anyway, so we go from this to this, and Australia's cables are going like that. Okay. Where the heck do they go up? Like here? So US connected to Australia that way? Yeah, because this one is that one goes into Japan or somewhere. So that's connected to, looks like down under. And so that would be like this. Just follow these lines that are here and this goes right back to the United States. And then there's the United States says Asia, Europe. So Europe, Asia. See how that's connected like that. Now then there's South America just goes up. Doesn't go South America just goes up like this. And there's Africa, and Africa just goes up like this. And so you see, like, it could very well be argued that the Earth is flat because of how this doesn't look like it goes around the world. Because around the world, if it was like this, it's not going around the world. It's a flat Earth, right? So that's why that argument is always being said, because you can easily debate it, man. It's just so strange that the UN has a symbol like this when there's a globe. I'm gonna pull up one other thing. It's the you can get a flat Earth map of everything. Like apparently us from Tibet. It's a story, and somebody went to Tibet and found this flat Earth map. And I don't know who wrote that down. I don't know what Dalai Lama wrote that down. But dictionary Earth. I'm not gonna show. The round Earth, but flat out line. I don't know where I'm gonna find that. See, like that's why there's so many things written about it because I just showed you one thing, and you can find other things that are just that's strange. Why is it like that? And it's really a phenomenon. It doesn't make any sense. Adobe stock. Yeah, there it is again. UN symbol. Well, that's interesting. Some of the artist rendition. So that's what I was talking about before. So they think like it's still got a round shape, but they think, oh no, it's like this round. I don't know, stupid. But it's like there's the sun and the moon, and they don't. It's, it's so strange. Look at this one. This is like ridiculous. It's crazy. But that's not what I want to show you though. But so here it is again on these pictures, and it's the UN symbol. Okay, that's where I get that from. So why did the UN do that to screw with everybody? That's crazy. There's a time zone. Let's see, it just goes on and on. It's unbelievably ridiculous. Like, where did this come from? This Arctic Circle? Because that wasn't in the UN symbol. I don't see what I'm looking for because there's a full map of flat Earth where they have all the continents that don't exist, right? Anyway, all right, I gotta do. I think they call it Tataria, but Tataria was basically Russia. I think Russia continent was called Tataria once, so I don't know why they adopted Tataria, but they did, those guys. Um, maybe I did that wrong. Anyway, it's really a bizarre phenomenon, and it just goes on and on down the rabbit hole. Tatarian map. But, there it is. Look at this crap. You can buy this. $9, you can have this. Where's Earth? Gleason. So Gleason came up with this, whoever he was. Who was that? So that's where this idea of ice shelf comes from. What? That's very bizarre. What is that about? I know new standard map of the world. So this is published at some point somewhere on the projection modern college. Blackheath. So that's where that comes from. It's very strange. Why would they do that? Just confuse everybody. Earth not a globe. See, there's a book on it. So it goes on and freaking on, and it's just like, holy cow, are you serious? And you can like look at this stuff forever. I can't. Where's the Earth on here? The big map, isn't it? This is all the stuff. Lands of Hydra. So it just goes on, and like there's all these people living around us. If we could just, if we could go past the South Pole, we'd be all right. We could go check it out. We're not allowed to do that. I guess the Earth would be in the center. Here it is. Okay, no lands, the ice walls. And they did the same thing. They took it from the other map. Isn't that weird? So they're basically saying there are no aliens. They're just coming from Earth. They're traveling along the Earth to visit us. Interesting, huh? But, do I believe Earth is flat? I don't know. I don't get to go up in space. It'd be nice if Jeff Bezos and those guys took some pictures that we could prove it once for all. Maybe there is lands of Jupiter. You see what I'm saying? Like, why is it called land of Jupiter? Isn't that a planet? Doesn't make any sense. Like, none of this makes sense. Like, I don't know where this came from. It probably came from just fiction books because it's just doesn't make any sense. Land of Zeus. And the way the sun would move, and oh, there's two suns. I see. They have their own sun when you go to the other places. I see how it works. I did not know they had their own sun. You go visit these other places. That's very interesting. So we don't get this. We don't see that because of the ice wall. What the fuck? That's weird. This is weird. There's ISIS over here. 80s bridge, not scary. Like, why is it called all this? Like, who named this? Like, gotta find out. If somebody created this, and they just screwed with everybody's head. Hey, man, that's hilarious. Deathland. Well, that's a good one. You gotta go to that place. The Ocean and Moo. Oh, that is hilarious. But it's real. It's all freaking real, guys. Think fake. Well, as a poster for 8.95. Atlantis is over there. We've been thinking it's sunk and it's over there. But apparently the story is it came from Tibet or cave out there. It's wild stuff, man. Sorry. Shingan Buddhist World Map. That's what it is. Maybe not. I don't know. Shingan. This one. Like, what is this? What is that? It's in Redbubble, so you know it's real. Um, Shingon Buddhist World Map, 9th century poster. Is that 900 AD, right? What on earth is this? Gotta look that up on Wikipedia. Shingon Buddhist World Map. So crazy. 9th century poster. So they knew what was happening. I mean, they had the UN map in 900 AD. They had the UN map done. How is that possible? So many mysteries out there. UN's like, we'll confiscate that and use it. You can go to Walmart and get this poster. Oh, that's not showing me. Where's freaking Wikipedia? No, let's look at the poster. Wikipedia will tell you. That's Shingon Buddhism. Where's the map? Guess that shows you how fake it is if it's not coming up on Wikipedia. Yeah, it's just in Redbubble, dude. Showing. Too bad. So that shows just bogus. Shingon Buddha's map. Just from here. Well, okay. That disproved everything. Now, unless Google doesn't want you to look it up, they make decisions about what you look up. Did you know that stuff? Yeah, so there's all this dumb stuff you can look up, and glad we had this conversation. And guess you go out and you have a great day and stuff like that. Oh, geez, don't even know to stop thing video. So weird. That would happen. Yep. GoshDarnBlog.com.